Welcome to the tutorial battle for Aeon Trespass Odyssey. We have set up the board and we're gonna play the tutorial battle, but before we can start the battle we need to introduce some of the game elements to get an understanding of the game. And the first one is an introduction to our titans, and I will show them to you. We got Solon, Ulysseia, Herodotus and Philoctera. And I hope I pronounced these names correctly because my Greek is, well, wordless. Even more wordless than my English. So these are the titans. And these titans don't have any equipment. So no armor, no weapons, just their fists to fight the monster. So for each titan we have one of those dials, and this is called a Triskelion, and it's used to measure fate, danger and rage. And we're gonna set the counters one will start fighting the monster. So take a look at these. So let me introduce you to our enemy. This is called a Primordial, and this is the Hackathon. And there are several monsters or primordials within the game. And one of the neat things of this game is that this monster will be leveling up. So for instance, I need to show you the backside. We'll start at level 0. This is used for the tutorial game. But once you beat the monster will level up. So if you ever face the monster again, it will be leveled, it will be acquainted to your fighting style, and it will adjust its tactics accordingly. So this is a really neat mechanic within the game. But for now, we'll fight it at level 0. So one of the things you need to know about these primordials is that they have their own AI deck. This is for the one we're facing right now. And their own body part deck. And you're looking at the level 1 cards, but once we commence fighting the monster, it will level up too. So keep track of these cards. So the first thing we need to do is decide which direction the primordial is facing once the battle commences. And you do that by drawing a minor trauma card and look at the left bottom of the card. And you can see over here that it's facing to the left or to the west if you like. So let's do that. And I will put this card on the bottom of the minor trauma deck. And it's already set to the left, so we're ready to start the battle. And in a normal battle, the enemy plays first. So the turn of the enemy commences by drawing one of the AI deck cards. I will show it to you. This is called the Thunder Punch. And I will read it to you. Let's decide the target first. The target is the closest in front of the Titan in range, or the closest of the Titan inside. So we'll need to have a look at the sheet of the Primordial. So let's look at the sheet of the Primordial, and as you can see, the distance the Primordial can walk is 6. So keep in mind that you can't walk diagonal. You need to move vertically or horizontally on the map. So both of my titans are considered within range of the Primordial. So I forgot one thing with the setup, and that is to decide which of the titans is the first target of the Primordial, and this is done by setting a counter of one of them randomly. So let's say Herodotus is the target player. This is the one with the shield. So the target titan is considered to be a tiebreaker if there are 2 titans in range inside of the Primordial, but in this case the targeted titan isn't inside and he just sees those 2 titans over here. The closest titan in front in range or the closest titan inside. So there's nothing really in front of the Primordial, but there are 2 titans inside. And if there is a tie, a player can decide how the Primordial will move. So the first thing he's going to do, the target is this dude with lance. He is called, let me check, Odyssey. And he will move and attack. I will show the card. So we're at the second step of the AI card. And he will move up to his movement speed and perform an attack. So these don't walk diagonally. So he is going so, and he is in touch with one of my titans. So the Primordial has moved. It's time to perform an attack. I see he has a special ability once my fate is 3 or beyond, but that's not the case right now. So let's move on. And he is going to perform this attack. I will show the card once more. The Titan is going to attack with the Thunder Punch, and he will do 3 attacks, and I have the opportunity to make 3 defense rolls. But to do it successfully, I need a 9+, and you're rolling defense on a D10. You're rolling with 1 white die, and in this case with 2 black dice. The white die is for the critical defenses or the critical attacks. So if you roll a 10 on this, it's considered a critical, and if you roll a 1, it's an auto miss. So let's just roll them for now. We're looking for 9 pluses. And this is a really bad roll. It's pretty difficult to roll 9+, of course, on a D10. But this will mean that each of his hits will be converted in 1 danger. So we can do 2 things. We can consider to re-roll a die. And for every die you want to re-roll, you have to push your fate. So on the Triskelion, you can see fate over here. And if we want to push it and do a reroll, we have to push it forward 1 per die. So let's do it just in this case to get acquainted with all the mechanics. And let's say I want to reroll 2. So I will push my Triskelion from 0 to 2 fate. Oh, let's keep this in track. So 2 fate. So let's reroll. No luck, still no 9 pluses. So I have to take 3 danger. And this is measured by the Triskelion too. So you can see on the Triskelion the bottom dial, and we have to add 3 danger to the dial. So whenever you are dealt danger by an attack, you need to draw a trauma card. And the kind of trauma card is decided by the Dreamwalker or your Titan. And you can see it on this chart. So 1, 2, 3 is a minor trauma card, but once these dangers are adding up, you need to draw more severe trauma cards. So let's just for now take a minor trauma card. This is the trauma card. There can be positive effects and there can be negative effects, of course. So I will read it to you. You gain the priority target token. So Herodotus is losing it and Odyssey is gaining it. If you do, gain 1 positive precision token. I will take it out of the box in just a second. If you already have the priority token, gain 1 positive precision token. So this is actually a good thing for us. So I will throw it in the discard pile and I will take the precision token from the box. So I have handled the move and attack phase. Now it's time for the second effect, and that's the knockdown. It's just a status effect. And this will knock my figure down. And what it essentially does is I have to skip a turn with this Titan. And I will take one of the knockdown cards. And let me see, they are double-sided, so I need to take the right side because the card is going to flip at the end of the Titan's phase. All right, so that was the enemy's turn. Let's fight it for now. And let's start off by looking at the movement speed of my Titans, which is 5 for every one of them. So I have 1 in range, 1, 2, 3, 4 range, 1, 2, 3 range, and this one is a little bit far, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this one is out of range, but these two can fight the Primordial. So let's start off with this one, with the shielded one called Herodotus. So he's going to walk, 1, 2, 3, 4. A Titan has essentially 2 turns. He can move and he can fight, and you can do it in any order you like. But because I'm not adjacent to the Primordial, I need to walk first, of course. So we're gonna fight the Primordial with our bare fists. And as you can see in the top left corner, with the fist you only have 2 attack die to hit the Primordial. And the Primordial has a to hit score of 7+. So just 2 dice. It's gonna be difficult, but we'll try and see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. And it was a really bad roll. We rolled a 1 and a 2, but we can re-roll by spending fate once again. So let's do that for this example. We're gonna spend 2 fate on our dial and roll both dice. Here we go again. And we have made a hit. It's an 8, so it's a 7. It's more than 7+. It's okay. And we'll continue to look what we've hit. And for this, we need the body part deck. And we're gonna fight the Mighty Fist. So these are all body parts of this Primordial. The Mighty Fist, and the first thing you need to know, it's shown on the middle of the card, is how many shields it has. So you have to make a 3+ hit essentially to hit it. And that's the second step, to decide how much strength there is in your attack. And therefore you need these red D6 dice. So let's do that. I've made 1 hit, so it's 1 D6, and you get 1 for free for your Titan. So I can make a roll with 2 of these dice. If I had another hit, I could add another die, but that's not the case for now. So, and because this is one of the first monsters, it's a little easier than normal. So instead of a 3 strength, we need a 2 strength on this roll. So let's see what we can do. So we're really lucky over here. We have made a 2, which is just enough to hit a monster. And you can see it with these kind of symbols, and there is also a wild on the die. But this wild we cannot spend yet because we don't have any tokens at the moment, but we'll come in that, we will see what it does in just a moment. So it's 2. We're gonna get a reaction from the Titan 2 because he's not liking being hit. He has pushback 1 and gain 1 danger. So let's start with that. So the pushback mechanic works as following. He's pushing our character back by 1 space. Just like this. So that's the first one. And gain 1 danger. All right. Let's add 1 danger to our Triskelion. And this danger isn't considered an attack. So we don't need to draw a minor trauma card just yet, just when we got an attack from the monster. Then we got a knockback for 5. But also because this is the tutorial campaign, the knockback is reduced to 3. So 1, 2, 3. So we barely missed this couple of pillars, and that's a good thing, because if we are thrown against these pillars, we had some negative effects too. But we might see it in a future turn. So we managed to work this out. So it was wounded, and because it was wounded, we had the pushback effect and the knockback effect. So all that's done. And now it is added to the wound stack. And this Primordial has a health of 6. So we need 6 wounds to kill it off. But we managed to do the first hit, so that's a good thing. The second thing we need to do is, so one of the body parts is removed from the game, and it needs to be replaced by a level 2 body part. We have defeated a level 1 body part, so we'll add a level 2 body part to the stack. And also the AI, we need to remove the first possible AI card. So that's a level 1 we need to remove and replace it for a level 2 AI card. So the monster is becoming more aggressive, and yeah, will give us even a harder time to be defeated. So I'll shuffle these in. And that was the turn of Herodotus. I hate these names. So the second Titan, and I can decide which Titan I would like to move. Something has changed because the Primordial has moved, so I can check range again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'm still not in range with this Titan, Philoctera, but this might be still in range. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's still in range. So let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4. So I'm on the back of the Primordial. In this case, it doesn't really matter from which side you are attacking. So let's fight it once more. And this one is Philoctera. I need to attack it with 2 attacks because I've equipped my fists. Let's see what we can do. That's not a hit, so I can spend fate. Let's do it. And let's re-roll these again. I'm considering this as a 1, and this is a 6. So no success over here. So that's a shame. It's a total miss, so I don't need to draw a body part or a response card or something like that. It's just all over. And then I can activate my last standing Titan, and it's over here. And he has a movement of 5. Sorry, a movement, yeah, I'm not mistaken. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see what we can do. Let's get in range. 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it's over here. So I forgot to do one thing, but we'll come to that in the second round when we are attacking, because you can set up a kind of bonus for the next Titan to come, and these are measured with the tokens. But we'll see that in the second round of combat, just to keep things a little bit organized. So all the Titans are done. Ulysses can flip this card, and in the next turn he can stand up. So every Titan has been activated. It's time for the second attack of the Primordial. So we need to draw an AI card for the Primordial. I will show it to the camera, and it's going to be the left hook. So let's see who are its targets. The target's closest Titan in front and in range. So this is actually a pretty easy one. The one that is in range is called Herodotus, and he is in range because the movement speed of the Titan is 6. I'm sorry, the movement speed of the Primordial, of course, is 6. So 1, 2, 3. He's going to stand over here, and he is going to make an attack on Herodotus. So I'm looking at the move and attack, and if I had spent 3 or more fate, he had an extra attack, but that's not the case. Herodotus is still on 2 fate. So for each hit he's going to make, I will add another danger to my Triskelion. Let's see what we can do to defend it. Let me show it once more. So you have 2 dice to defend, but you need to roll a 10 plus. So this is almost impossible to make, but let's see what we can do. 2 1d10s, roll for defense, And these are 2 misses. Let me see, I moved a little bit of the terrain. So I think we just need to take the hits. There's not a lot I can do. Herodotus was at 1 danger, so we'll add 2. And she is at 3 right now. That's a good thing because she can still draw a minor trauma card. If she was at 4 or more danger, she had to go to the major trauma card. So let's draw 1 card and see what it does. It's the battle cry. Another Titan may move up to 2 spaces or stand up. So this is something really nice. Let's have 1 Titan stand up, which is knocked down. This one is going to stand up, so he can join the battle. Okay, that's done. Then we need to take care of the after attack effect, and that's a knockback once more. And this is going to hurt because he's knocking us back in this group of pillars. And that will add another danger to our Triskelion. And the figure is knocked back because of this. So we'll remove the pillars. And we'll add the knockback effect to Herodotus. We can take it from Odysseia, it was still there. So, okay. So that was for the Primordial. Let's continue with the Titans once more to attack. And we can figure out which is the right sequence for us. So let me see. Odysseia is the one who has the extra accuracy. So that might be a good idea to start the battle with him. So let's move up. 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's make an attack. So we have 2 dice. So instead of a 7+, we can roll a 6+ because of the extra accuracy. And we've made 2 hits. So that's a good thing. Perfect. So let's see what body part we're going to hit. And these are the left shield fists. And this has a defense of 4, which is lower to 3 because this is a tutorial mission. And let's see if we can make it. Okay. So because we have made 2 hits, we can roll 1 extra die. Essentially 1 die for each hit and 1 for the Titan, so 3 in total. And we need to roll a 3+. And this is a bad thing because we didn't roll it, and we can't modify these dice by spending fate. There's something different for it, and we'll see it in a moment. But we didn't have enough strength to push through the armor of the Primordial. So this is not going to the wound stack. The wound stack is used to measure the total amount of wounds, and if there are 6 wounds in total, the game stops immediately. But now we just need to discard this card, and it will come back later on when we reshuffle the deck. So that's a bad thing. Because we attacked with Odysseia, we need to add a rage. And I forgot to add rage in the first round of combat, but we'll add it now. And the rage will add up. For each attack you are going to make, you will add 1 rage to this tracker. And this has some benefits to it. And we'll need to look at the Kratos table over here on your Titan. So you can see the total amount of rage here on the left of the table, and the perk it's going to give you by reaching that level. So for the first one, you can either get an accuracy token or a strength token. And this can be used by the Titan that is fighting after your turn. So let me go for the accuracy token now, and I will show it in a moment. So those are over here. So this is a accuracy token, and I will use it when Philoctera is fighting the Primordial. So I will spend it, and she's going to move forward 1, 2, 3 spaces and make an attack. So 2 d10s for the fists, and instead of the 7+, she can roll a 6+ by spending the token, which we have done right now, 6 pluses. So 1 critical attack, unfortunately it's on the black die and not on the white die, because only the white die is taken into account for critical hits. And we can consider spending 1 fate to re-roll this die. I think that's a good thing because we have spent the token. So we have still the opportunity to make use of the 6+ instead of the 7+. And we've made it. So 2 hits. Let's see which body part we're going to hit. So this is the runt. And as you can see, we need 2 strength, but because it's a tutorial campaign, it's just 1 strength. So we should be able to make this one. Let's see if we do. 3 strength in total, 2 hits plus 1 for the Titan. And I'm wrecking the terrain once again. So we barely made it, just 1. And this is interesting because I can show you the wild on the die, and you can see the triangular shaped symbol. This is used to spend strength tokens. So if we had chosen the strength token, we could have spent it right now to add another strength to our attack. But we've chosen the accuracy, so it's not really the case in this this round of combat. But so we made the hit. If we had failed, we had a pushback effect of 2, but we've made it, so no problems over here. We'll add it to the wound stack. It was a level 1 body part, so we're gonna replace it with a level 2 body part over here. And also because it was a level 1 body part, we need to remove a level 1 AI card and add a level 2 AI card. I will reshuffle those decks without looking at it, because the decks clearly identify which kind of level attack or body part you're going to encounter. Okay, let's go to the last Titan over here. It's Solon, and he will move in from the side. Let's move just 1 forward. I don't know what the Primordial will do to us, but let's make an attack. Oh, and I forgot one thing. Because of the attack from Philoctera, she added 1 rage. And at the end of her combat step, she can choose a token 2. So that's from the Kratos table. And I'm thinking about taking the accuracy once more. And I will spend it on the attack from Solon. So let's take 2 dice, 6 pluses. I made 1, and I'm considering to make a second one. Solon hasn't spent any fate yet, so let's do that right now. Spend 1 fate for 1 reroll on the black die. We're looking for 6 pluses, and it's a hit too. So 2 hits. Let's see what body part we're going to fight. And this is 1 of 100. So it has a shield value of 2 minus 1 for the tutorial. Let's see what we roll. Barely made it once again. So that's a hit. We'll add it to the wound stack. We did not fail, so there's no counter attack from the monster. And we'll need to replace this with a level 2 body part. And we'll remove 1 of the level 1 AI cards for a level 2 AI card. here we go. So all the titans who were able to fight the Primordial have spent their turn, and Herodotus is standing up, or will stand up next round. I've just flipped the card. So we're ready for the next attack of the Primordial. And I see it's going to be a level 2 attack, so I'm a little worried, but we'll see what will happen. Let's check it. So you can see in the right corner of this card that it's a level 2 attack, and it's going to attack with two dice, and it will be defended with an A+, and I will read the card to you. So the first thing is the target. So the target, it targets a priority target in range, and the priority target is still Ulysseia. The priority target might change with card effects, but it will also change with rage. The Titan with the most rage will have the target on its back for future turns. So it will switch from Titans once so often. Let's see, for now it's Ulysseia. So he will turn around. He's already in range, so he doesn't need to move anywhere. And he will do his attack. So the attack, he will attack with 2 dice and 1 more if the fate is 3 or above. Let's see with Ulysseia. So I'm still in a good place, 2 at the moment. So he will attack with 2 dice. And for each hit, he will add 2 danger to my Triskelion. So let's see what happens. So a 9+, I'm really happy on that roll, and also a 5. So we need to consider what to do, but let's say I will take the hit because I want to show you the other trauma cards. So I will need to add 2 danger to my Triskelion. Let's see, over here. So she was at 3 and she will go to 5, and I will take the chart. And here you got the Dreamwalker. So you need to check this chart. So 1, 2, 3 danger is just a minor trauma card symbolized by this at the end. And 4 to 6 is a major trauma card. So let's see what happens. And also in the other trauma cards, there are positive effects and negative effects. But these become larger depending on where you are at the trauma decks. So let's see. Inner Strength, so it seems to be a good one. Lose 1 danger and stand up. You may immediately perform a bonus attack. So we're really lucky over here. We just gained all kinds of benefits. So she wasn't knocked down, but she can perform an attack right now. So let's do that. Because she is making attack, her rage will go up by 1. So she's at 2 at the moment. She has the accuracy permanent bonus for this battle, so she'll need to roll a 6+. Oh, and I forgot to reduce my danger by 1. So that's a 4. Let's see what happens. So 6+ for a hit. And she makes 2 hits. Okay, it's perfect. Let's see what happens. There is a body part of the 2nd level on top, so let's see what it is. And these are exposed back arms. I will show it on the camera. And as they grow in level, they become even harder to hit. So let's see what's up here. So it has a shield value of 3 when I'm taking the tutorial campaign into account. And let's see if we can make the roll. So let's put it over here for the moment. So I need a 3+ on these dice. And because I'm at the 2nd level of my rage track, the Kratos table, I can make 1 reroll with 1 die only. So let's check if we need it. Oh, and this is perfect. It's just perfect. I think I have my lucky evening today, but we'll have 3 hits. So we'll wound it once more. So we don't have to read the fill effect. And if we had done a critical attack, he had gained an additional wound, but that's not the case right now. So he's at 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. So because we have hit a level 2 body part, we have to add a level 3 body part. So I will add it to the body part deck, and we have to remove a level 2 AI card and add a level 3 AI card to the deck. Let's shuffle these. Okay, these are shuffled. We haven't ended the attack of the Titan yet, or sorry, the Primordial yet. We only responded to the first hit we've got. So there's a knockdown effect. That's over here. So we're knocked down and we need to take the knockdown card on Ulysses. Let me check. This is the right side. Yep. And after attack, if a 2+ danger was dealt, draw a Kratos card. And that was the case. We received 2 danger. We reduced it because of the major trauma card, but in first case we received 2 danger. So we have to draw a Kratos card. I see I didn't put the Kratos and the Mortis cards on the table yet, so let me take them from the box and I will come back to the video. So I've found the Kratos cards, and let's draw one and see what happens. So we've drawn a Kratos card. I will read it aloud. The primal urge to flee is just too strong. You are fleeing. On your turn, you must use your movement to move towards the closest board edge. You cannot attack or use other actions or abilities unless stated otherwise. If you would cross the board edge, remove your Titan from the board. It runs away, for all purposes treated as dead. And we can rally by making a test, but we'll come to that part once this Titan is activated. And so it is, we have one thing going for us, and that is that Ulysses was knocked down, so she cannot move this turn. So this might be a little bit positive for us. So let's see how it plays out. Okay, so we've handled all of the attack cards for the Primordial. It's once more the turn for our heroes. Let's start off with Ulysses. So she is knocked down. She cannot move, but her knockdown effect will trigger. So the next turn she will be able to move and she will run away if the abandoned card is not taken care of. At the end of your turn, this is the end of Ulysses' turn, we have to make a courage test. And we need to roll on a d10 and roll equal or higher than our total amount of fate. So this is a pretty simple test at the moment, but yeah, as battles continue, these tests will become harder and harder if you spend more fate in this case. Let us check if we can roll a 2+, and we have made it. So this is a success, and we're gonna discard this Kratos card for now. Okay, so that was Ulysses. Let's continue to the other Dreamwalkers. So we have Herodotus, which was knocked down. We can remove the status effect because she already spent a turn, or he spent already a turn. So he can stand up. He was over here. He makes one movement and he will make an attack. So the first thing is to add up 1 rage. And we'll make an attack with 2 dice. Let's see if we can make a natural 7+. No perks or bonuses. We've made a critical hit on the white die. So that's interesting. I might be tempted to spend a little bit of fate to re-roll this one to even have a little bit more going for us. Let's do it. Let's spend another fate. So it's going to 3 fate in total and re-roll the black die. No, still a 1, so that's not going to help. So this is a crit. We're gonna roll 2d6s. And let's see what body part we're going to hit. So this is my left mighty fist, and we didn't manage to wound it because it has a defense of 2, and we just made 1 hit. So this is going to in the discard pile. If it had gained a wound, it would have triggered a response attack, but that's not the case, so it's just going to be discarded. And that was the turn of Philoctera. Right? Okay, let's go for Solon as a second attacker. So the rage is increased to 2. Roll 2d10s. So it's a 7+ and an 8+, so it hits. 3 d6s. Let me check. So it's only 1 hit. Let's check the body part first, of course. So it's a level 3 body part. And we need 5 attacks for it to hit. So it's a difficult one, but that's because it's a level 3 card. Let me check what happens. So we can make a reroll because we are at 2 rage at the moment. So let's do that first to see if we are successful. We managed to make 2 attacks, but it's still not enough. So we have to proceed with the fail effect. So the first thing is we're going to get pushed back and gain 3 danger. That's the first thing. And that's for Solon, so it's pushed back 2, 1, 2. We'll increase the danger to 3. And we got a knockback for 5. So it's 1, 2, 3, because the knockback effect is decreased by the tutorial campaign. All right, so then it's time for our last Titan to attack, and that is Herodotus. He will go in the back of the Titan, and I forgot the counter, which Solon leaves for the next Titan. So let's have an accuracy token. Okay, so I'll use the accuracy for the attack from Herodotus. So we need 6 pluses instead of 7+. 1 critical and 1 fail. So let's spend another fate to re-roll this 1 die. Let's see what happens. It's a 2+, it's better, but not enough. So just 1 attack. Let's see which body part we're fighting. Knuckle teeth. And we'll need a 4 to get through, so 2 die. And that is 1 attack. And I can make a reroll, but it won't really matter because I need a 4. And I made the best possible roll, so we got 3, but we're still not able to damage it. If we would, just for the example, because we have made a critical attack, we could have triggered the bottom part of this body part. And in this case, we would have gained the priority target, and we could have performed an extra bonus attack. So it's really, really beneficial to have a critical hit on a creature. So that's just a basic overview of the combat system in Aeon Trespass Odyssey, and we've played a big part of the combat sequence, so within a couple of turns we could have killed the Primordial, but just for time purposes we'll keep the video as short as possible. So once you've defeated the Primordial, you will continue to the after battle effects as described within the rulebook, but we'll come back to that in another video. For now, thank you for watching this video. Please consider to subscribe or leave a comment in this section. See you in the next video.